Alright folks, it is all happening down here. Don't know how well you can see this, but big goals, big plans, big intentions. That was the plan for this week, but it doesn't always go as we planned. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. If you are new here, my name's Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. And over the last, jeepers, it must be the last 2-3 weeks, it's been pretty hectic. It's been very busy in the business. I've been documenting this really in detail for the last 10 weeks or so now. And for the last 2 weeks, I was at Retail Fest up in Queensland, which was amazing. You can go check out that video. I then went to South Australia to see 2 Aussie thrifters to pick up a big deal that I drove back, just last weekend as well. And then I fell sick and I was unwell and I wasn't able to, I've probably only really done about 10 or 11 days of actual working days in the business this month, which actually, when I think about it, isn't actually necessarily a bad thing. And it is sometimes like we get worried that we're not doing enough. But when I start to think about how the month has gone and how the week has gone, it ain't all that bad when I think about it. But look, this week took a big turn that I never saw coming, and we're going to get into that shortly. And I've been able to push through and get through the week and continue to do everything that I wanted to get done. But really the story and the message that I have for you for this week is, in business, or heck, even more so in life, we must expect things will never go as we expect. You know, we can have all these great intentions, we can have all these plans, we can have all these ideas, and we can go do them. That doesn't mean it's going to turn out the way we expect, because other things jump in, other things occur, and that has been what has happened this week. But I'll take you all through that in a minute. So stick around if you want to see all the details of how the business has been running for this week. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to take you through how we landed for April 2024. The results have been really, really rewarding. My best month again. But there's a lot of, I guess, behind the scenes stuff, like some of the smaller KPIs and some of the smaller numbers, the detailed numbers, that I want to walk you through and help you understand that there's some big lessons here and some things that I've got to still work on to achieve. So if you've got any questions, comments, do let me know down below as we go through this. And of course, at the end, I'll also share any lessons and any takeaways from the week as well. Let's dive in. Folks, it is Monday morning and I am feeling myself after an interesting, busy week last week. It was a really good week last week. I mean, we went to South Australia. We got all the big haul that I've got in the back here at the moment, which it's Monday morning and I'm now taking it to the storage unit. So you're going to get to see a bit of that. Last week I was behind the 8 ball in terms of being able to make the progress that I wanted to do. So when you have that situation, there's only 2 things you can do. You can just keep going and, ignore it, or you do something about it and start early. So it's 7:45. I'm heading in early today just to try and get ahead. I think I've got about 24 orders maybe. But really I just want to get in, get some things set up, get them ready for the photographer, and focus on quick wins today. My next focus and goal, which really shouldn't be that hard, now that I'm not moving around and going to pick up things and dealing with lots of deals, by all means, if I can get some more deals, I'll take them. But I just need to really spend a couple of weeks of just boom, 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 doing some actual work. So that's the plan, and my goal, as I was saying, was to increase listings per day. So I want to get to 30 and then I want to get to 40, because if I can do that, I can get the sales volume up and we can get to see some of that traction starting to happen in terms of an upwards trend. I mean, this month is my best month ever, but I can't just make it my best month ever. I need it to start it to be closer to the best baseline ever going forward. And what I mean by that is I need the consistency. I need to keep this average. So it requires me to continue to, I guess, stay on the forefront of making progress. So that's what we're doing today. I've got my eBay cup here as well. Shout out to eBay from Retail Fest. I'm motivated. I'm very motivated because I'm not under the weather. I don't have anything else top of mind. I can just get in there and get focusing. So that's what we're doing today. Come along for the ride. This whole week, it's going to be, hopefully, a very productive week, but we'll see what happens. Things change. So let's do it, and appreciate being here. If you've got any questions, comments, chuck them down below. Let's get into it. Well, I tell you what, Tim, it hasn't even been 3 minutes since I was chatting to you, and someone just ran into the back of me. It's been longer than 3 minutes, but it happened 3 minutes after I was chatting to you. So I was just stopped at the intersection, and someone just went straight in the back of me. They weren't paying attention. I think they were on their phone or something. Anyway, got all their details and exchanged all that. So look, this is
this is life. It is. I'm like the lady's okay. I was very nice to her because she was a bit shaken up, the poor thing. But you know, this is what happens. Things just don't go as planned, and that's why when I said to you, it's like, oh, let's see how the week goes. Should be really good, but you never know what's going to happen, and boom, things happen. You just got to work with them. The poor lady. And what's awkward is it looks like she lives towards the storage unit because she's now behind me the whole way. Oh, the poor thing. Her front bar has come off, and I told her she needs to be careful driving and it might fall off. Anyway, never a dull day. Let's start Monday, folks. It's a funny story. I can't get into the back of the van because the lady that hit me, it's pushed up my tailgate so high that the door won't open. So I've only unpacked a couple of things from the side door. I'm gonna have to delay unpacking everything at this rate just because it's just not convenient enough, too heavy to do the lifting. But it's never a dull day. All right. I'm going to get into two of these boxes right now just before my photographer gets here and get all that sorted just so they can get started with some quick wins. And then I'll do pick, pack and post. It's never a dull day. Actually, no, I need to go do my insurance claim. Sorry. Then I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do the proper unboxing that I was planning to do, folks, because I'm a bit behind schedule now, but this is just one box. This is all G-Star that I got, and I'll just be working on a couple of boxes because can't get them out of the van. So it is what it is, but I'm going to just sort a couple of these, get them ready so they can start to be photographed today, and then pick, pack and post. Alright team, I'm slowly getting back to some sanity. We have got 21 orders to go out today. It's been actually pretty quiet weekend, to be honest. We're on 59,414. I got up to 59,700 while I was away. Dropped down to 59 yesterday. I got a few sales late last night. Trying to get to that 60. It's a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to get these orders out. I think it's majority clothing actually. So we're going to put them over here, and then I'll take you through some of the wins. Are you ready? Alright, here's all the stuff, folks. A lot of clothing. We've got some pretty cool stuff. We've got some Ralph Lauren polo. We've got some camouflage hunting shirts going out. A whole bunch of Wrangler, and actually a lot of clothing. We did have a few goodies over here as well. Postage is all done. Well, I've still got to print it off, but I'm dealing with a customer at the moment that wants to buy 8+ items, so I might just wait off in case they do make the purchase. But that's all done. Now to get back to making it all happen, and this is what all the jeans somewhat kind of look like already. Just a few. This is just two and a half boxes, maybe 2 boxes. Jeepers. It's all happening. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of phones getting prepped to do. While that's happening, I'm actually doing a bit of sorting of some toys to get these up. And then just focusing on, quick wins today. That's all it is. But the phones, we should get a good 10 lots of different types of phones, which on average the ASP of those have been around $50 to $70. So that's what we need. Folks, just got some more phones charging, and I had a sale come through which is going to Mexico for this Wonder Woman Lego Dimensions minifigure. It's gone for $131.35, going over to Mexico. Nice little win. It's been sitting there for a while. Look, I originally wanted about $180 for it. Had it down to $130 last night. I was making some adjustments to some pricing, and it sold this morning. So, paid $11.67 for it. Alright, so I'm going to start to unpack some of this as well, just before the end of the day, because the van's actually going in to get repaired. So I'm unable to actually open this. Let me show you. Get stuck both sides, that side even more, which is very frustrating. But I'm going to unpack some of this, get on the trolleys and take it up. Not too bad. Alright, I've got majority of the stuff up here now. I've still got 5 more to bring in and put here, so that's going to be a bit tight, a little bit inconvenient, because I was planning to just do it on a daily basis over the next couple of days, but that's okay. Now I'm finalising all the phones, not all of them, but majority of the iPhones are now done. A couple more on charge. I'm going to get all these done, then I'll do all these, and then those ones will be ready. And then I've just got Samsung and Android. And that was Monday. I tell you, I feel like it's been a week. Like, it hasn't even been a bad day. Like, obviously there's been some things which have kind of annoyed me. It definitely didn't go the way I had intended, but the reality is it's been a pretty productive day with all the challenges that came. It's yeah, been a bit I'm just tired. Tomorrow I've got to take the van in. I'll probably get a replacement vehicle for a bit. They've got to do a full inspection, do the repairs, all that jazz. So it's been a long day. Just heading home now. It's almost 5 o'clock. And yeah, tomorrow it means I'm a bit out of action again, because I have to go to different places to drop off the vehicle, then come back. But you know, this is life. Just grateful that no one was injured and still was able to get a whole lot done today. So I'm going to head on home, and I did, after all the shuffling about, ended up getting 27 items done. That's after testing and probing of all the phones. I think of that there's probably must be about 16, 15 of the phone bundles, which means average ASP should be 50 to 70, so let's just say 50. Not too bad, actually. There could be some pretty good buckaroos there, and then the rest was just kind of the toys and bits and bobs. So to be honest, I'm just having this conversation because I just need a debrief. I'm a pretty yeah. All right, team, I will see you tomorrow as we head in to drop off the van, so see you in a jiffy. And just like that, it was Tuesday. Just been to the train station dropping off Carla for work. I'm now going to head to the unit. So my appointment for the for this van to get looked at and assessed isn't till 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go to the unit, do a pick, pack and post, and head from there, do the van drop off. I'll assess if I need another vehicle or if they're just going to do it on the spot. So the day's kind of a bit not sure how it's going to go. And then from there we'll just, yeah, we'll go one step at a time. So I'll keep you posted along the way. I'll take you through all the sales that we've got. I did have someone come through last night and purchase a total of 9 items from in one order, like a whole bunch of North Face, which is pretty cool. And then I had someone come and do 4 or 5 pairs of jeans as well. So I'm loving the multi-quantity. And also someone got, I think it was 5 or 6 pairs of shorts. So appreciate whoever you are, customers. So yeah, that's it today. We'll keep you posted along the way. Let's get rock and roll. I've got my eBay coffee too. Stuck in traffic at the moment. And we're here, and we're, oh jeepers, that was a bit of a tripping hazard. Don't mind me. We're here, and I've got something really exciting to show you. We hit 60,000 last night. It's just blows my mind. We're making some really good moves. So we've got about 11 orders going out, but there's probably about 24 items in total. So I'm going to do all this now. It's 8:45, so I've got plenty of time to probably do the pick, pack and post, which means I'll be ready to have all that done before I go do the car situation and then figure out what I do from there. So let's do it. I'm going to get all the stuff out, I'll bring it over here, and then we'll go from there. So 1, 2, all right, there we go. So we've got a big pile of jeans here. We've got a whole bunch of North Face, which has basically just cleared me out of majority of my North Face. Well, not majority of my North Face, just a certain type of fleece. And then a whole bunch of shorts in there as well. just sport shorts kind of stuff. They've been going pretty well of recent. All the seasons are starting up. Someone's alarm is going off. And yeah, so I'm going to get all this packed up and probably still have a little bit of time to kill afterwards. So let's get cracking. We actually also had something from the Pokemon Fun sale. This is the Giratina. You can't probably really see it too well. I'll just put it up on screen, but this went for $132.50. So Pokemon Fund is doing really, really well as well. So happy with that. Got to send that out too. So let's get packing. Okie dokie, postage is all done. Nice big box for all the North Face. That was pretty cool. It's like a $300 order, thank you. Now what I'm going to do is I've got to do a little bit of admin for some Backpack for Vic Kids stuff. Just planning for the fundraiser. We've got about 40 minutes till I've got to leave, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go, and I'm going to come back. Hopefully. I don't know. I'll let you know. And we're back. So, got some Subway, and I have a new car for the next 7 days, 10 days, a little Suzuki Swift. I'll show you, you can have a look for yourself. Pretty nifty little thing. I actually really like it. Complete opposite to the van. I didn't get a van because I don't have any pickups for the next week, so what the heck. But if it's going to get pushed out longer, then we'll be able to get a van. But didn't want to spend the time and worry about it too much, just let's get it done, make it happen. Plus it means that keeps me focused just doing work here and not buying too much more stuff yet. So if any deals do come up, I'll just have to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to have some Subway. I've got a BMT Italian and then I'm just going to get into doing listings. So I've been having a bit of a thing for Subway over the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to get into this. They didn't cut it in half, the little rats, and enjoy myself. So cheers. Good stuff. Cheers. Folks, just been doing some more of the phones. Was doing a bit of a sort over there. Still got a few more on charge. Hopefully nearly getting all these done today. Which is just in time for the end of April, because usually I like to try and make sure I'm getting through all these goods on a monthly basis for my consignments. This month obviously been a bit of an outlier because I was away for half of it, but we're getting there. We're getting there. If not, because the idea is that I get it, list it, sell it, and they're getting some of the returns back the same month. We will get a fair bit back this month, but this will probably trickle over into the next month as well. The good news is, because there was a high volume, yeah, it does. It helps bring up next month as well. And usually I go back once a month, so I probably won't go next week because I don't have my van, but the week after. So yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty tired, just exhausted. So we're going to charge on though. Just finished another 20 lots of phones. We've still got a few more charging to figure out if they're going to be working. Oh, one just turned on. Or if they're going to be for parts only, etc, etc. Still got all those ones, but they're really low end, so I'm not bothering with them at the point. However, since I've been doing all that, I've actually had another 7 sales come through, which we're going to get happening and pick, pack, and post now because I haven't done my post yet. So I may as well do that while I'm here, because I'm going to be here till about 5:30 because picking Carla up from the station, so still got a fair bit to do. We're actually on 60,431, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to pick these items. We've got another pair of jeans, a couple of jackets, and some Warhammer stuff. I'll show you the Warhammer stuff actually. This is GW01, which is right just here. GW01, make sure that's not going to fall out of my hands. This guy. So this little guy has gone for, how much has it gone for? $57. Not too bad. Alright, I'm going to get the rest out. Alright, so we've got a nice little rip curl going out. We've got Levi's. We've got this vintage gotcha shirt going out as well. That was pretty cool. We've got a Wrangler Riggs workwear. This is a heavy twill cotton. I love selling these. One of my favorite things to sell. pair of Elwood pants, and just another North Face as well. So lots of goodies going out, folks. I'm gonna get this all packed up. Woohoo! All right, team. Finished up all that. I've also been doing a few more, finished all the phones as well, and then I've just been getting out stuff to be listing for tomorrow. Just made up all these bundles of video games. Now these are all basically untested or full repair, so they will be just cheap bundles of Wii games. What I like to do is I usually make up a large box. I think it's 22 games, 15. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll be doing all this tomorrow in detail. And the idea is usually I can get $60 to $80 for about 20 games, including postage. So depends. I've tried to put one big title in each one. Like there's some with Mario Kart 8. There's a few pretty cool. I mean, these aren't anything crazy, but you know, just helps make it worthwhile for the person purchasing it. Ideally, you know, they can purchase it as a job lot and then get them back out listed and make a couple of $1 on top. But there should be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's about 7 there. If I can do 7 5s, you know, we're looking at about $350, $400 there, which is pretty good. And then I've got a few more trading cards. I still haven't done those magazines I've been putting off. I've got one return right here. And I'll also be getting on all to these iPads tomorrow as well. And I've got some laptops if I do have time. But tomorrow I'll also have to do... open up that bale that's around here and get that ready for the washing. So it's another busy day tomorrow. I'm about to pack up. I'm going to show you the Suzuki Swift that I'm driving around, and I got to go pick Carla up from the train station. There she is. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad at all. All right, here's the new beauty. It's only done 1,000 kilometers on it. Like, it is brand spanking new. This is a bit of fun, actually. I'm enjoying myself. It's not too bad at all. We've got the new little spot here as well for you guys. It is very small and compact, but I actually like it. I prefer small cars over big cars. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick Carla up, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Woo! Folks, it is a Wednesday and just finished up at Backpack with Big Kids. I am loving this little Suzuki. It's so smooth and it just goes. Anyway, heading into the shop now. Just going to be doing some pick, pack and posting. I've also got a bunch of, as you would have seen yesterday, I've got a bunch of video game stuff to do today. I've also got to sort through a bale and get that prepped for tomorrow's washing pickup, which shouldn't take too long, but we'll probably do that a little bit later in the afternoon, just because I got my photographer doing a whole bunch of stuff this morning, just making sure we get a whole bunch of backlogs ready. And I guess because basically what's been happening is I've been using up all my listings every day, so we just need to get a bit of a backlog, get ahead, and then we can start to do some of the other activities. So that's just it for today. Business as usual. Let's get cracking, and I'll see you at the shop, folks. Woo woo! Folks, just gonna have some lunch, avocado and cheese roll, and then I'm gonna get into pick, packing and posting. We finished all the G-Star jeans. They've all been done this morning. North Face is gonna get done now, and then probably sort through some other stuff. So let's get jumping into this bad boy. Alright, time to do some picking and packing. We've got 8 orders to go out. We're on 60,557. The orders to go out aren't anything too crazy, I don't think. Just a lot of clothes, really. I did have some books going to Norway, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to get all this out, and then we'll get started. Let's go. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of jeans going out, and a Ralph Lauren top. And then over here we've got some toys, got some phones, and some Warcraft books going over to Norway, which were pretty cool. These phones I listed this morning and I have sold like that. Just move them, get the money back, and I did my best month for my consignment as well this month. So very happy. All right, let's pack it all up. Postage is all done, and now I'm going to start on doing some listings, and then I'm going to get into the, also got to start to pull out the clothes as well, but I'll probably do that shortly. Actually, it's already 1:15. Anyway, I'm going to do all this. All right, photos and stuff are done. Now we're getting into some bale openings. These are all sweaters. I've never done these before. I'm trying these out from my supplier. I'll show you a bit once I get them out. They're all very tight. A lot of Ralph Lauren and things like that in here, which is pretty cool. So getting bales open is always a challenge. All right, I'm going to do this and I'll report back in a bit. All right, a whole bunch of sweaters. We've got lots of Nautica, got some CK, we've got some Lacoste, we've got lots of Ralph Lauren. Pretty cool stuff in here actually. Lots of Tommy, and then a bit of mix and match of Ulrich and John Ashford. That's nice, oldie. So nothing crazy, but it's not bad. It'll be interesting how this comes out with the wash, with my washing service, but we'll find that out next week. So it's getting picked up tomorrow. All right, team. I've ended up sorting a bit of the R.M. Williams and the stuff that I got from 2 Aussie Thrifters. Just done a couple of boxes. Just started on it anyway. A bit over here as well. Finished for the day. Gonna pack up. It's already 4:30, and I'll be back here tomorrow and do it all again.
Folks, we're chilling out in the Little Swift. I don't actually have a mount for this, so if you fall over, I do apologise. It's Thursday today, and it's Bring a Girlfriend to Work Day today. Look at Carla. What up?
Hi, it's me.
So today, just normal day. Well, for me, just pick, pack and post. Just focusing on also doing listings and photos. But what we'll also be doing is sorting through more of the lot that I got from 2 Aussie Thrifters. And yeah, just trying to crunch through that really. Beautiful day. I'm going to have to end this video very quick because we're about to go for a roundabout and you're going to go flying. So come along for another day at the business, and get to have Carla with us as well. So it's always going to be a better day. Ciao. All right, folks, we're here. The first thing that we've got to do is actually, this is all getting picked up. All this washing. So that'll be getting picked up in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm going to start sorting some of the R.M. Williams again today. I did want to share another quick little win with you all before it disappears. We hit 61,000 last night. We've got 14 orders out today. I'll do a pick, pack and post and show you those. I've got to do a bit of a clean up in here because it's a bit crazy. So yeah, I'll keep you posted along the way. What's cracking? All right, we've got Halo Game Guide going out with a whole bunch of phones. Got some R.M. Williams. It's funny, this is the stuff that we started to go through yesterday and I sold some. Ralph Lauren, North Face going out to Mitchell, my main man. Thanks, buddy. Some True Religion. Just basically everyday stuff. This morning though, we've sold a couple of things as well. 3 items of an ASP of $72, which is a nice little win. And you know, what I haven't mentioned yet is we're in a new month. We're in May, and it always makes me scared to have to do this all again. We've ended really, really well in April, which I would have spoken about potentially already, or I'll chat about at the end of this video. But now we're going to go do it all again. So, bit scary, but hey, we can do it. Alright team, finished packing all the main stuff. I also sold another Pokemon card for the Pokemon Fund. Got 127 for this one, or 127 I'm pretty sure it was. That's a nice little addition to the Pokemon Fund. We do have a couple of other goodies going out to some of the winners from last night's live stream. It was a bit of a hectic one. We had so many tech issues, but it's good to be back. And we'll be kicking off the Backpack for Vic Kids campaign very, very soon, hopefully by the end of May, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate you all getting involved. Alright team, a bit of an update. Postage is all done. I've actually got the call to go pick up my van. It's not done, but anyway, long story, I'll talk about that another time. We've been sorting all this. Carla's done an amazing job.
Well done, babe. And then we're going to go have lunch. So, bit of a frustration because I have to change the plans, but it is what it is. So we'll see you a little bit later once we get everything done. All right, folks, we are back like we never even left. We're going to do some sorting through all this and then get out of here. We don't have much time really, just about an hour and a half. So I'll catch you up on it a bit later. All right, folks, it is all happening down here. Don't know how well you can see this, but almost finished. Everything's almost categorized. It's a little bit overwhelming, but we're getting it done. Still more over here. These are, I mean, they're jeans, but they're just a different type of jean. We're focused on the standard blue denims. And then, see, boxes. We're about to go label all these boxes with their respective SKUs. And then next week, one of the plan will be changing all of this to be able to house it all. It's a little bit overwhelming, but we're getting it done. So I'm gonna go finish this up and then we almost time to go. So woohoo! And we're all done, folks. All done. It's all tucked in there. Bit sloppy for now, but we'll get there. A couple of days, she'll be right. Right, babe? Nah, without Carla, I would have been in a bit of a trouble today. Alright, team, see you tomorrow. Ciao.
Ciao.
Folks, it is Friday. What is cracking? It's been a week, I tell you. It's I got a bit frustrated yesterday, and I wasn't filming too much just because so many things are happening. And I'll just give you a bit of an update with what happened with the van. So we took the van in start of the week. They were going to replace and fix the back, and then I got the hire car, and it was meant to be a week. And then I originally had said to them, it's like, well, if the part's going to take a week to get in, why don't you just let me drive my van till then, and I'll just suck it up. I can't use the back door. And they said, oh no, we can't do that, la la la. And then anyway, so I got the hire car, and then they called me yesterday and say, oh, well, there's going to be a back order of your item for 6 weeks to replace and fix the back, so come pick up your van. And I'm like, you know, I mean, look, I'm grateful that I get the hire car and all that, but then to get the hire car, you have to go get it, you get dropped off, then you have to get a taxi, then you have to go to the other place. Anyway, we wasted about 2.5 hours of just going around. So I got the van back, it's all good, you know, like I can use it, have to work around with the back not working, but it was just, anyway, funny, and it did. And, you know, reflecting back on the start of this week where, you know, I was all pumped, ready to go, motivated, let's get all this stuff done. And then obviously the week hasn't gone as planned. It's still been a really good week, and it's not really that bad. Like, it's just, at the moment, I'm a bit, I wouldn't say I'm time poor, I'm just trying to get as much done as possible in the time that I have. And, you know, when you get pulled away with things, it's very frustrating. But today, the focus is, after yesterday's sorting of all the stuff we got from Two Aussie Thrifters, today I've got to do a pick, pack and post. I think I've got probably 15 orders or so to go out. Just had a couple more come through just now. We're trending upwards still, which is good. And then I've got my worker coming in at around 1ish, and we're going to do, each month we've been doing our consolidation of all the boxes, all the clothing, and then what we have been doing is we've been doing a stock take process for 1,000 SKUs at a time, where we go through 1,000 items and understands, like, is it worth re-putting through the process, meaning does it need better photos, does it need, I don't know, whatever, and then does it need a price change, or does it need to be culled? And we did that last month, and we pulled out probably, well, maybe 40 items, 30 items, in which half went back through the system, and some of them have already sold because just better pictures, better quality listings, and the others we've just gone through savers or donations, etc. So getting that model happening as well, and some of the pricing also helps with things as well. So just doing those little twinkling things once a month has been helping just get rid of an extra, you know, move things extra maybe by about 10%, hopefully a bit more this time. It really depends on the items as well. So we're going to do a bit of that, and then if we get time, we will continue sorting the rest of the goodies that I got from Toursy Thrifters. So that's today. I'll see you at the shop.
Alright team, we're here and all set up now. It's all a bit chaotic here. I've got some tubs with me too. We're on 61,470, which is new record again. We've got 12 orders going out, but someone has purchased 7 items, so it's actually more than 12 items. It's just 12 orders, probably about 20 items in total. Yeah, let's get this happening. I'm going to bring it all out here. Let's go. Alright, here we go. We've got a whole bunch of clothes in here. This is a big bundle of 7, a bundle of 2, and some phones. And this guy finally sold. Had him for a good year, actually. I got 70 bucks for it, so I'll take that. Alright, let's pack it all up. Alright, postage is all done, all packed up over there. Now I'm going to get into some listings before my worker gets here. So I've got a whole bunch of video game stuff here, different bundles. So we've even got actually a couple of little sealed things here, which is interesting. This is the Chinese version, pretty cool. Got all that, and then we've got a bit over there as well. Neverwinter Nights, that's pretty good. Neverwinter Nights. And then I've got a whole bunch of more games just to push through and just bulk out and get rid of. So I'm going to focus on those now. Alright, I've done a whole bunch. We're getting chockers in here actually. I need to do another consolidation of all this as well. I'm just pressing pause for now. I'm just going to have something to eat. I've still got a few more to do, but these are nothing too crazy, so I'm probably just going to wait till I've got a bit more, or see if I've got some bigger ones to kind of put with it, like higher value to help them sell quicker. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I just need to do some quick prep. My photographer's going to be in shortly, and then we're going to start to do some of the stock takes, so I just need to make some room and shuffle. We've done all right. Some high volume stuff. Hopefully the stuff that I've listed today should be around $60 to $70 ASP after postage. Just all big bundles of video games, and then there was a whole bunch of other things in here as well, so not too bad. These chockers in here. One of the problems I'm going to be solving for is getting these into proper tubs, which will probably happen next week, I think. And then I've got to start getting into some of the video game stuff over there. It's all happening. So yeah, that's what's happening next. So I'm going to have a snack or something to eat, and then we'll get on to stocktake. Alright folks, stocktake is in full force. As you can see here, there's stuff everywhere. All here. Turns out there was about 200 items that have fallen off, or maybe they just weren't listed or whatever. I'm currently making up some bundles. This is just going to be easier to just liquidate than to try and put it back through the process. Lots of shirts, some jackets, tees, and some new with tag stuff. There's even some MacPack in there from a deal I got last year from Toursy Thrifters. Just stuff that I haven't got to, or they were all photo, they were all processed, everything was washed. They just never actually made it to the listing, or they've fallen off from just being sitting around for too long. And yeah, so I'm just going to make up some bundles. I'm going to be selling these. They might have already sold by the time this video comes out, but if not, if someone's interested and they haven't sold, let me know in the comments down below and I'll reach out to you. Alright folks, we're kind of done. We've done about, I think it's 40 or 50 boxes in the consolidation, and we still got all this to do as well, so it's been a very productive little session. I've also managed to, well, not cull, but we found, I think it was about 187 items, as I said before, that weren't listed or never made it through the process. So they've come out, I've photoed them and all that jazz now as well, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, they've all sold. If not, reach out and maybe there is something there. I'm getting out of here. It's Friday, 4:44 p.m. I'm gonna go pick Carla up and go home and have a good weekend. Ciao.
So there we go. An interesting week. Not what I expected. We still managed to pull through. We still managed to get everything that I wanted to do. Look, I tried not to get too worked up by it. There was moments there where it was all just a bit of a laugh. I got frustrated in some points of it. It was really good to be able to bounce some ideas with Carla and just, choose what to do. But, to me, it was really, I'm so grateful that I'm covered with insurance. I'm so grateful that, everything's going to be fine and no one got injured and all that jazz. But I think the biggest frustration to me was my loss of time. I can't get that time back where you get pulled out to do something else. So look, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but I'm trying to do things, and when you get pulled away from the time that you want to spend it and how you want to spend it, it can be frustrating. So it was a bit of a rant, but look, the big lessons for this week is, one is we can plan all we want, but it won't mean it will happen as we expect. I kind of touched on this already numerous times in the video, and I think that's something we need to always be willing to do. And that is adapt, learn to adapt and adjust and follow the path where we can. Like, sometimes the path is going to be a little bushy. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit, tricky, obstacles. And that's probably the next point, which is obstacles, challenges, and hurdles and roller coasters. They're going to come left, right, and center, but we also are going to have plenty of opportunity. These lessons all kind of entangled together, though things didn't go as necessarily planned in terms of me getting ahead of where I wanted to be this week, because I'd been out of action for so many days in the business this month. Look, we still managed to push through. We still managed to get done what I wanted to get done to most point. And look, there's always next week as well. So look, all in all, it's not the end of the world. The week in itself has actually still been pretty rewarding. At the time of me filming this, which is 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, we're sitting on about 100 sales with $4,422 of revenue. ASP this week has dropped down a little bit, down to 43. Last week we did about $50, which $57, I think. So I might have been less than that. I don't know. Regardless, the week's still chugging along all right. We should land hopefully probably close to that the 5,000 mark by the end of the week. But that's just this week. Let's dive into April. How did we go for April? Now, top line, we have done some huge numbers. We have done my best month yet, just coming in shy of $26,000 in revenue. And of course, I know a lot of people here don't like talking about revenue. Revenue is the cash flow of the business. What comes in feeds all the rest of the parts of the business, right? We had some amazing volume this month. We had some amazing ASP. So volume, we did about 509 sales. And then ASP, we were sitting on, I think it was, $50.89 for the entirety of the month. So we've done really, really well. The big problem here for the month was I've had extra expenses than I've ever had. I had to purchase my biggest bulk supply of postage goods. I usually do it on a quarterly basis, but I've done a little bit more because we've ramped up in volume. So we did about $2,000 in expenditure for postage supplies. The average is usually $633. And then staff wages, I've paid about $2,500 this month out to, that's not including super or tax. That's purely just directly to the individuals. Which is great because I wasn't in the business as much this month. I've only done about 10, 11 days. So that's also quite rewarding to think that because I wasn't there, yes, they've made more money, but I wasn't there. So, maybe it ain't all that bad. The average that I usually spend on wages per month is around $1,700. So they were up by a good $700. And then we've got all the usual fluff like storage and all that, but they didn't really change. So with all this in mind, after all expenses, after all staff, cost of goods, postage, supplies, rent, all that, we've come up with a net profit of around $3,250. And look, this month we actually had pretty high fees as well. And I did run a few more extra promotions just to move a few different things. So the fees have probably eaten up a bit much. But look, I'm happy with this. 3,251. Of course, I still want this closer to that 20%. So there's a lot of things I got to work on. What will be interesting to see will be as I progress into next month or May and then June, hopefully I won't have much expenses around the postage supplies, which means we should gain back. Really, we should gain back about an extra $1,400 back into my pocket if we can maintain this kind of momentum. Obviously, I had some really big sales this month. I had that $1,000 sale, which I don't have that item again to sell. So, there is a few outliers like that. But to be able to hit quarter of $100,000 in my single month, it just blows my mind. Paying two people, these guys are working anywhere between 20 to 30 hours a month. Actually, sorry, more than that. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to actually just validate that right here on the fly. So on average, it was about 60 hours for one, and then the other one on average is about it's also about 20 to 30 hours as well. So look, I am paying a premium for someone else to do stuff in the business, which is, you know, why I do it, so I don't have to do it. And to think that I was able to go to 2 different states, I was able to take some time off being sick. This actually isn't too bad, but I'm still not happy with it. Still not happy with it. The rebuy opportunity is still too low. Basically, I'm negative cash flow at the moment. So though I'm earning a lot of money coming in, my biggest problem at the moment is I'm not able to, I need to increase the volume of sales and I need to lower the cost of good. And we're slowly getting there. The sales have increased. We've increased the sales greatly. And if you have a look at these stats right here, I've got it right in front of me. My sell-through rate in general, which is, you know, from the amount of listings versus sales, we've got 72%. But the actual true sell-through rate, which is actually the amount of items I listed plus sold, and then the sell-through rate based on that is 42%. But then the actual month sell-through rate for the items that I listed and sold in the same month is 25%. So it's really good to see that volume. We are picking up, but because we were a cost-heavy month, we actually still aren't hitting the targets that I need. And, you know, look, I've got capital. I've got capital to be able to maintain the negative cash flow at the moment, but it's definitely something that's top of mind and really keeping me up because I really want to get out of that situation. But hey, we'll see where we land for May and then for June. And this is part of doing business. I'm trying to figure it out as I go, having the time of my life, just enjoying the process of trying to solve these different problems. It's been a really good week otherwise, and a really good month. Moving into next week, there's a lot happening as well. I've got, plenty of things to do. I'm not going to go into that now. We'll talk about that next week. But I appreciate being here. If you've got any questions, comments, by all means, please reach out, ask. Look, to think that 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I think it was January, we did 12,000, and now we've just done $25,900 in revenue. Just blows my mind. So things are working, but there's still a lot to fix. So that's my biggest takeaway for this video for me. I've got some hard work to do. Appreciate you all being here. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.